Recommendations has historically been seen as something that's too complex for the non-technical marketer to handle, and so a reliance on a vendor was required based on the complexity of the algorithms. But now with the guided visual workflow in the new Adobe Target solution, it's easier than ever for a non-technical marketer to set up and own their program. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go ahead and enter in the URL for where the activity is going to take place, it then loads inside my Visual Experience Composer, and I'm allowed to highlight different sections of the page where I might want to either replace an existing recommendation, insert a recommendation before or after. And then it prompts me to select the page type. Now, it's really a guided approach to recommendations because it wants me to identify the page, and then it gives me a selection of the best algorithms based on best practices to run in this given location. And this is not only based on past experience and best practices, but also based on the industry. So we allow you to customize whether it's retail, financial, B2B, lead gen, or other industries so that the criteria matches the possibility for suggestion and personalization that you have with recommendations. And you're able to embrace it for greater engagement, higher conversion, and ultimately a better brand experience. So you can either just select these out of the box algorithms based on best practices, or you can dive in and customize your own based on these. So it copies this criteria to make your own customizations, or of course you can build your own from scratch. Once those criteria are set, they can be used throughout your site, or we can just select it for this location. We can also select a second criteria to run along with it to ensure that we're testing one criteria against another and seeing what's performing best either at the population level or at the individual audience level. The next stage is to select the design. We have out-of-the-box templates for your recommendations to select, or you can upload your own templates. So I'll go ahead and select a design here. I can also select multiple designs to test. And voila, we see a visual representation of what our recommendations will look like in that location with real recommendations offers. So we can get an idea for the look and feel or go back and edit it to our heart's content. Then we move on to the second stage where we can either keep the default delivering this to all visitors, or we can climb in to our custom audience library and select from our list of out-of-the-box audiences we've custom built or build our own right now, or audiences we've sourced from other areas of the Marketing Cloud, such as the analytics solution. So I'll go ahead and select that. We're running these two criteria or algorithms against each other, as well as having a default of no recommendation to ensure that the placement of recommendations there is the best performing option. The final stage is the goals and settings page where I can add a custom title to my activity as well as an objective. I can prioritize this activity against our other activities that are running for mutual exclusivity. I can set the duration as well as identify my conversion goal and other success metrics that I want to judge success by in my reports. So whether that's related to conversion, engagement, or other metrics that I want to take a look at. And we save and close, and we've got this beautiful activity that we can then evangelize and show to different team members as well as executives for approval. We can activate it once it's ready. We can see experience URLs to QA it, and then we can dive into the reports and see how these different recommendations are performing, again, at a population or at an audience level.